everybody, so I'm just popping on here because I completely forgot to film an introduction, but basically this video is just a self-care video. So it's me trying out lots of different things that you can do to prioritize your self-care, especially during these crazy times. Your mental and physical well-being is incredibly important. I started out my self-care weekend with an evening where I did all of those typical sort of like pamper things, which does not equate to self-care in itself. Obviously, like looking after your mental health is a completely different thing, but it's a good place to start. So I did my nails, had a nice bath, basically just pampered myself, as you can see on the screen now. But yeah, that's how I started my weekend, and let's get into the video to see what I did with the rest of my weekend.
Before we get into this video, I just wanted to say that it is very, very kindly sponsored by Fabletics. You guys know that I absolutely love Fabletics. I've worked with them so many times before, but if you don't know who Fabletics are, they're basically an activewear company focused on giving women workout wear that looks good but also makes you feel like you're living your best life and being your best self. Do you know what I mean? So as this video goes on, I'll be showing you some of my favourite outfits from this month to work out in and chill in, both of which are forms of self-care, might I add. And it gets even more exciting this year because they are now offering weekly drops, which means that you can check the website every Thursday to see if there are new outfits that suit your style, suit your personality, instead of having to wait a month every time. I'm also going to quickly explain how to save money through their VIP membership scheme, which is completely free to sign up for and completely free to cancel, by the way. Remember that. First time members can either get 2 pairs of leggings for £24 or 50% off their first outfit, but you don't just have to be a first time member, you can carry on getting offers as a VIP member all the way through. Basically how it works is you sign up to be a VIP member, and by the 5th of each month you decide whether to buy something that month or whether to skip the month, depending on, you know, what you've got in your budget that month, if you want to buy something that month, if you'd rather just save your money that month. Like, it's completely up to you. If you don't do either of those things, then basically the £49 will just be added to your account as a voucher that you can use at any time, at a time that suits you basically. But why I am super excited that they're working with me on this video in particular is their new Smart Restart campaign for 2021. This video is all about prioritising yourself and your well-being this year, and whilst obviously exercise is a really important form of looking after yourself, there are so many other goals that you could choose to focus on. For example, learning a new language, like learning to cook new recipes, developing a new skill, you name it. There's no set timeline to do this, you know, you don't need to rush yourself, you can go completely at your own pace, but I would really love it if you could share either in the comments down below or on social media with the hashtag #SmartRestart what your goals are for this year, because I want to know and we can work towards them together. Mine is mainly to just be more mindful of the mindset that I'm in, and you guys will see this in this video, that I'm really trying to like stay in tune to how I'm feeling every day rather than forcing myself to do something that I don't want to do, and just really clocking the peaks and troughs of my feelings basically. So if you want to learn more about the Smart Restart campaign or sign up to be a VIP member, I'll put everything you need to do that down in the description. And yeah, don't forget to share your ideas with me because I would really love to hear them.
Morning everybody, we're on day 1 of 2 of self-care, mental wellness, lockdown vibes. So I woke up at 9. I let myself sleep in as long as I wanted to, because it's quite dark outside. I think that it was like a natural time to kind of wake up, and I have spent half an hour playing with the dog, which honestly has given me more serotonin than anything that has happened in the last week, because she's just the light of my life. Anyway, we're going to take the dog out for a nice long walk to get our steps in at 11 o'clock, but it's currently only 9:30, so I'm going to actually try and just sit and read my book rather than going on my phone. But yeah, that's the plan for this morning, and I'm feeling ready for this weekend. So I'm about to head out on our walk. I've gone for this Fabletics set, which is such a gorgeous colour. It has these really nice cut out details on the leg, but I've also layered it with a jumper, and I'm going to layer it with a coat as well because we're obviously going out in the cold. But that's what I really like about Fabletics, is that you can kind of layer them. Obviously as well, we're going to get a little bit muddy, so I thought that dark coloured leggings would definitely be the best, and these ones keep my legs warm, unlike normal leggings which can be actually quite chilly. You know, like the fabric leggings, they just don't do the job on a walk, I'm sorry. You excited to go on a walk? Are you? Are you excited? Wow, bursting with enthusiasm there, my queen. But you're still beautiful even in your old age. Yes, you are.
I am feeling so grateful right now. The weather this morning was absolutely foul. Like, it was so rainy, and suddenly the skies have just opened and it's blue as anything, and it's honestly beautiful. But before I head out, I just wanted to make sure that I had a big fat glass of water, because that's another thing that is actually very good for your mental health. I'm not going to go into like the benefits of water because it's basic science. Your body is made up of water, and I do not drink water ever. Brutally honest, I literally just don't. I alternate between tea and Diet Coke, which is just not healthy in any way, shape or form. So I'm gonna have this big pint before I go, which could probably end in me needing the toilet, but look, health is wealth. But for now, let's go on a walk. We love to see it. Oh, and always make your bed, even if it's just half making your bed. Like, this has made major chaos, at least it's made, and the temptation to get back in it is always reduced. Literally, trust me on this one. Your day will be defined on whether or not you make your bed, and that's not me being dramatic. I would also thoroughly recommend airing out your room for like a few times a day. I know if you've got the heating on, you can waste a little bit of money, and if you live in the middle of a city like me, near a hospital, you are going to be very cruelly reminded of our current situation with sirens coming past every 10 minutes. But it just allows the air to like be recycled in your room, and I promise you it will make such a difference. When I was in Germany, they were absolutely obsessed with it, and I didn't understand until I started doing it myself. And having that fresh air really does just help clear your mind. Trust me, even if it's cold, just do it for 5 minutes. So I'm out with my mother now, and Mom takes the dog for a walk pretty much every day, don't you?
Yeah.
And you've been working from home for the last year.
I have.
Which has not been...
Not most fun I've ever had, no.
So, can you tell my followers sort of the benefit... Oh, the dog's doing a poo.
Clear it
Well,
up.
while we wait, can you tell our followers the benefits of walking?
Well, I think however stressed you feel when you know, especially when you're sat at your desk for hours and hours and hours, if you get up and go for a walk, I don't know, you just always feel better when you come back. I don't know why. I think it's just the fresh air and the, you know, distraction of nature.
Yeah, it's easier to do than committing to a workout as well, isn't it, every day?
Yeah, I mean, I can be really, really worked up about something at work, and I'll go out for a walk and I come back and I'm much, much calmer and more focused, actually.
I think it just gives you some perspective, basically, doesn't it, Jess? So we are also trying to eat healthily today. Well, healthily as in stuff that is good for you. Beans are good for you, eggs are good for you. Got some lean bacon and some brown bread. An absolutely sublime brunch, if you ask me.
Up the stairs, lunch, prepare to bowl.
Okay, so another thing that I definitely do not do enough is exercise. I worked out a lot more in the summer when the weather was good, but now I feel like because you're kind of rotating around the same space all the time, I can't really work out during the day because my family are all working downstairs, but obviously at the weekend I can. So I've decided to do one of Liv's HIIT workouts. She's got like a skipping workout. I don't have a skipping rope, but she said that you can do it without the rope, so I'm going to do that. If you don't follow Liv, then definitely do. She's one of my bestest friends, and she does really, really good like HIIT workouts, recipes, ASMR, all of that. So I'll put her link to the channel. I'll put the link to her channel in the description. So to work out, I'm wearing this outfit because I got mud all over the other one, and this is from the Liza Koshy collection, which is a limited collection and it's exclusive to Fabletics. I am obsessed with this sports bra. I love the print in general, and you know me, I do love a good high-waisted legging, but I just love how flattering this cut is underneath here, and I do just feel like prints are very flattering in general. So I am excited to do this workout, and it requires a lot of jumping, so I'm glad that my boobs have got some support. Finished that workout. It was so good because honestly, when you've not done working out for a while, it's actually really hard to get back into it, I find, and that has kind of just got me back into it. But also, like, I mean, I've definitely broken a sweat and I've burnt
170 calories in 20 minutes, which is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I need to invest in a skipping rope. I'm gonna have a quick break and then I'm gonna do, God, I'm out of breath, man. I've had a quick break and then I might do another workout. I'm thinking like maybe like a HIIT workout or something. I might do this 15-minute HIIT workout and then need to have a shower. But honestly guys, like I know it's so hard to motivate yourself to work out. I am literally exactly the same, but it does just make you feel so much better. Like I cannot stress you enough. Like going on a walk is nice as well, but there's something about just breaking a proper sweat that just makes me feel so good. I miss the gym. I also really recommend MK Fit. Her hit videos like are to like popular songs. This one's a TikTok workout, but she has like Glee, K-pop, 2010s, Disney Channel, the whole lot. Honestly, I love them so much. Like they proper get your heart rate up, and she doesn't mind about copyright, so it makes it so much more enjoyable. Genuinely, like everyone loves her videos so much. Hello, so I'm very red-faced because I just had a shower. I've put on some comfy clothes because comfy clothes are also an important part of self-care in my opinion. I've just got some joggers, some slippers on. Another really important part of self-care is doing things that you enjoy, and I really enjoy listening to music. I obviously can't show you me listening to music, but I thought I would sit you here whilst I pick out, okay, that's a really lovely shot of my bin, which vinyl I would like to listen to today. So I've just picked out 2 vinyls to listen to. I've picked out 2 that I got for my birthday, Divinely Uninspired by Lewis Capaldi and Make It Big by Wham, because I really like listening to music on my vinyl player, and this afternoon I'm going to be doing something else that's very good for your mental health. Now you might think that this is a bit of a contradiction, that it's supposed to be a self-care weekend and I'm going to be doing something related to productivity, but I find for me personally one of the best forms of self-care is to sort of like line my ducks in a row so I can see everything, if that makes sense. I often find that I struggle the most when I'm super overwhelmed, and when I just feel like I have lots of things swirling around in my head and I just don't know where to start with it. So I do like at the weekend to take a bit of time to just organise everything, like look at the week ahead, look at what it's going to entail. I don't mean like plan every minute, you know, and I don't mean do any of those things if I'm having a self-care day, but I personally find that organising your life is a form of self-care because it will help you in the long run. Obviously feel free to disagree with me if you think that that should be saved for like a working day, completely fine. Anyway, I watched Lydia's video this morning where she did like a Notion setup video, and I have been meaning to set up a Notion for so long because I have thought recently like my mind is just a bit scattered with YouTube and year abroad stuff and university stuff and Meridian stuff. So I thought it might be nice to kind of try and set up a Notion this afternoon, just really chilled, like no stress, like with some music on, because that is a really nice way to like organise your life. And going into my final year in October, I really want to be like super organised, and I think that Notion takes some getting used to. So if I can make it like my go-to system, of course it might not work for me, but I thought it would be worth a shot because I see so many people use Notion, and I have heard it's very complicated, but once you've kind of got it up and running, then it's actually great. Anyway, so that's my afternoon basically. I am going to leave my hair to air dry because I honestly can't bother to dry it, and we're all about self-care today. And I'll come back to you later when I'm finished with this. I'm probably going to have a Diet Coke, I will admit, but I have had a lot of water already today, so... Okay, at first I thought it would be super overwhelming. Sorry, I've just popped this absolutely massive spot. My skin, I do not know what is going on, and it's making me very upset at the moment. Not had skin this bad since I was like 17. We love that for me. Thought we were past this point in my life. Anyway, I've just set up my Notion. Obviously, like, I can definitely add things to it, but it's actually looking really good, and I kind of wish I'd done this before because this just makes so much more sense to me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna add as I go along, as I feel the need to add things. But yeah, I'm feeling very organised now, and so yeah, I mean, it's 20 to 5 already. The day has flown by, honestly. So now I'm just gonna sit and watch a little bit of probably Netflix, I think, until dinner, and then after dinner we can move on to do something else basically.
Also, I found out that this salad pot from Aldi, I don't know if you guys have had it, it's the sweet potato falafel and grain salad from Aldi. Their little salad pots are so good. Anyway, it goes out of date today. I know we're having dinner in a bit, but I'm hungry, so I'm letting myself eat it because it's healthy and it's nice and perfect accompaniment to YouTube / Netflix / whatever. I was just gonna add to this video that another thing that you can do that I personally find has really helped me, I've been doing it since I had COVID, and the doctor recommended me that I take some vitamin like supplements. I also think I might have an underactive thyroid. That's a whole other story. I'm in the process of finding out whether or not I have one. And basically I've been struggling a lot with fatigue post corona, and the doctor recommended that I take some vitamins. Anyway, I'm not going to recommend to you which vitamins to take because I think that's a very personal choice, and like some people don't even think that they do anything, like it's just like, anyway, that's a bit of a no, it's not even controversial to take vitamins, but do you know what I mean? But anyway, I just saw on the bottom of the packet that they're made, these ones are made by Pfizer, and I know that Pfizer is a pharmaceuticals company, so obviously they would be made by Pfizer, or like someone like that, but I don't know why I just thought that they were kind of doing the COVID vaccine. You can't even see that. My camera is so old now it won't even focus. Happy Sunday everybody. So today I've not really done much. I got up and I watched some YouTube, and I also just waved my hair. I've not done it very well, to be honest, but you know when you just don't know what to do with your hair, I always find that the mermaid waver from Mark Hill always does the job, to be honest, because it's just very easy and it lasts for like 2 days. We are going on another walk this morning. I thought I'd just put a bit of makeup on because that's also self-care when you're feeling a bit naff. I've not put on loads. As you can tell, I literally have concealer, mascara, lip gloss and a bit of bronzer on, so my skin's not really feeling life at the moment, but that's fine. I've ordered the Mario Badescu drying lotion, so I'm excited to try that, see if that helps these random breakouts. I'm hoping that the visit to the doctors will also help these random breakouts. Basically my hormones have just turned on me in the last few months. So we are going on another walk this morning. My calves are killing me from that workout yesterday, but it's quite cold today, so I've got this gorgeous set on from Fabletics. I love the pattern of these. I just feel like they're really, really funky and definitely make you stand out. I've got the bra, matching bra on underneath. As per usual, they are loving, who is they, Eve? Who is they? Loving the high waist, and they also have a little pocket for your AirPods, if you guys didn't know, where I'm like doing my finger. Oh my God, can I speak today? There's a pocket for my AirPods, but I've also layered it with this gorgeous little sort of like over top. It has like a really nice back, which you actually can't see. We love that for me. You can kind of see it. Can you see there's a gap in the back? Can you see the gap in the back? Anyway, and I'm going to put a jumper on over the top because it's really, really chilly today. But anyway, we're going for a walk now, and then I'm going to Aldi to get some bits and bobs for food the next week, which you'll see because I'm also vlogging the next week. So I'm on a vlogging roll, people. But as I said, walking is very good for your mental health. Getting those steps in, and then we'll come back. Jess gets the front seat. We love to see that I get relegated. How does it feel being the favoured one? Hey, how does it feel? Hello everybody, I'm back from my walk, and we also went to Aldi and got all the ingredients for this week's dinners, which I'm so excited about. I have really been getting into like cooking and just eating in general recently, but like eating well, but like not so well that I'm just hungry all the time. I'm currently watching Hairy Bikers. I don't know about you, but I literally love cooking shows. This is the ultimate form of self-care for me, is watching cooking shows. And then we're gonna have some lunch, and this afternoon another form of self-care which I feel like I've kind of neglected in this just generally, which is a really like underrated one, is to just try something new. I feel like trying something new is self-care because, you know, like you're going out of your normal routine, you're giving yourself something to look forward to, you might end up really enjoying it. Anyway, basically my dad got me a gin kit for my birthday, and I've never brewed my own alcohol before, but I've always wanted to do it. And so this afternoon me and my mother are going to try and make our own gin. I won't be able to show you the final result in this video because it takes a few days, but if you are struggling to think of something to do on your self-care weekend, then just think of something totally random, like take up crocheting, or like, I don't know, like just try something new, do some paint by numbers or something. I find that that is so healthy for your mind, to just have a bit of variety. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. One thing I didn't do in this vlog actually was like a headspace meditation, and I would
really recommend that you do one. I've not done one this weekend. I've just realised that I completely forgot, to be honest, but it is such a useful thing to incorporate into your routine, even if it's literally just like 2 or 3 times a week. I would really recommend to get started looking at the new Headspace series on Netflix. If you have Netflix, I've done all of those and I find them personally really lovely. You could do one a day for a week and I promise you it will really change your headspace. I personally now use mindfulness when I find myself getting worked up. I know I should really do it every day, but I do find it very useful when my brain just gets a bit too busy. It's a very amazing technique and it has literally got so many proven benefits, so I would definitely recommend that you do some Headspace. And the final thing on my list for this weekend was to do write down a list of things that I'm thankful for, but I thought, why not just tell you guys, because that's a really good way of doing things. And I try and do this actually whenever I feel like everything's just a bit much and that nothing's ever going to get better or whatever, then I really do try. And I know that there is a line between like toxic positivity and trying to find like the positives in literally every situation, which is just grating and is actually not good for you, to be honest. Like, if you are just in a bad headspace, it is okay to accept that and to sit with those feelings, and sometimes, you know, thinking, oh, but it will get better is not the right way. But I do also find that there's a balance to be struck, and that sometimes looking for the small positives in your life can also be really helpful and productive. So I'm gonna list like 5 things that just come off the top of my head. They don't have to be big things. Obviously, you know, I'm thankful I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful that, you know, I have enough money. Like, you know, you don't have to just think of the obvious things. You can also find the little things in life. So I am really thankful that I live next to such a lovely nature reserve. That has meant that I've got to go on really lovely walks in lockdown. Sorry if you can hear the toilet flushing in the background. We love that for us. I'm really thankful that I've got a TV for my bedroom. So even though I can't go to Spain at the moment, that's been a really welcome addition. I'm really thankful that my visa for Spain is on the way. I went up to Manchester a couple of days ago. We literally had to just drive there, right? I'm not even joking. We literally had to drive. So we drove all the way up to Manchester, right? Oh my God. Like, it was so daft. Like, we literally drove up, right, parked, walked. I genuinely do not even joke. Like, the distance of this side, like, just crossed the street, went into this embassy, got my papers stamped and drove all the way back. But we had to do that basically because there's no other way to get the visa. So I'm thankful that my visa's on the way, even if I can't get into Spain at the moment. And finally, I would say I'm very thankful for my dog. She has just brought me so much joy recently. She always brings me joy, but she has brought me a particular load of joy whilst being stuck at home and has really helped me to keep the negativity at bay. If I think about it objectively, of course, like the situation I'm in right now, you know, for a language student is pretty dire. Seeing all your friends back abroad and you're just like stuck at home, not ideal. But also, I've been feeling probably the most like not happy and like positive, you know, woo, but like the most kind of okay with it I've been. And I think that that's just because I've adopted some of these self-care practices that you've seen in this video into my day-to-day life. And whenever I find myself slipping, whenever I find myself stressed, overthinking, I just pause, I just stop, and I just go and do one of these. And I promise you, if you do try and incorporate these as a regular practice, that will be so good for your mental health. I know sometimes you can feel like you're wasting time by doing certain things, like having a Netflix evening or cooking yourself a nice dinner or trying something new, but ultimately in the long run it's going to lead to you having like a much more productive life, because you're not going to burn out as easily and you just have more respect for yourself and more compassion for yourself, which is so important. Anyway, this clip is super long, and I know that this lockdown is also super long. I really hope you guys are doing okay. Hopefully this will be the last one, and you don't need to come out of this having learned something amazing about yourself or having like perfected a new skill. Of course, if you are like me and you like being productive and that helps you get through the week, then go for it. But if not, that is also 100% okay. Thank you so much to Fabletics for sponsoring this video. I know it's been a super long one, but I just couldn't stop talking because I feel like it's taken me 3 lockdowns to really like perfect trying to get through it for me. And I can't believe that I'm saying that the fact that we've gone through 3, but these things can be applied way past the pandemic in just like everyday life, but they're more important now than ever. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'll leave everything you need to go and sign up for Fabletics in the description, of course. Thank you so much to Fabletics for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you very soon with a new one. Mwah.